How can you invest 500 Rand per month into the stock market? How to divide it? Which asset to look into? Which broker to use? And all of that is what we'll be covering today on the Student Investor Podcast with Ivan Sambo. If you are new to the channel, guys, please do ensure that you subscribe, follow the channel, share it with a friend, leave me a comment, tell me what you think about the episode. But we're wasting any time, guys. Let's get into this episode where we talk about how to invest 500 Rand per month into the stock market. Wonderful people, my name is Ivan Sambo and welcome to the Student Investor Podcast with myself, Ivan Sambo. Today, as the title of the episode says, guys, we'll be talking about how to invest 500 Rand per month into the stock market, how to divide it, which asset to look into, what risk tolerance must you take into account, which broker to even use. I'll be talking from my own personal experience, my own point of view. So guys, please do not take everything I say as financial advice or recommendation to go buy those things. Just a manner to educate, as a manner to inspire people to start investing. So let's get started into how to invest 500 Rand per month. I think the number one thing is where to invest it. Obviously the stock market, but you need to find a broker for yourself. As always, guys, I always say that for me, there are three brokers which are simple, easy to use. There is ProStock, there is Easy Equity, and there is Shift. Shift is more global, but it is user-friendly. Easy Equity is more local and also global, but also user-friendly. ProStock is also global and local, but use CFD shares, but also user-friendly. So first thing first, before you even start talking about how to divide 500 Rand, find a broker that you love. You can use any of those three that I just talked about right now, or you can use another one. There's so many brokers out there. Majority of them is just an app you download, you put in your phone, and you can just invest for yourself. That's the first step. Find the right broker for you. Second step, guys, now going into how do you divide your 500 Rand that you have into pieces to invest into the market, because you can't just take that 500 Rand and just put into one asset. You will lose so much money, because if you are someone that's earning too little money or you're low income, 500 Rand is a lot of money for you. So you can't take that 500 Rand and just buy one shares of Capitec or one shares of Absa or one shares of this. I always believe you need to divide that specific amount you have. For me, if I have 500 Rand per month, I will divide it into three ways. We will cover those three ways right now. The first way in which I will divide that 500 Rand is to take 200 Rand of it and put it in the JSE, not just the JSE, but put it into ETF, right? ETF are exchange traded funds, guys. Basically, it's a basket of different assets that are grouped into one, and when you buy the shares of that basket, you get everything inside. So for me, for 500 Rand per month, the first 200 Rand, I will put it into an ETF for three reasons. Number one, an ETF is low risk, meaning that I will not incur as much risk in the stock market if I compared to when I go and buy shares of Capitec alone, or buy shares of Absa alone, or buy shares of whatever it is alone. By buying an ETF, by buying a bundle of shares, I am spreading my risk tolerance in so many different things that I can be able to invest comfortably and incur lower risk. So for me, I will personally go into ETF. I will pick, for example, if I have 200 Rand to put into ETF, I will pick two ETF. I will either pick the Centric Top 40 ETF, which is basically the top 40 biggest companies in the JSE, or I'll pick the Centric Dove ETF, which basically focus on dividends. I would love to have dividends coming in if I'm investing 500 Rand, so that I can understand how dividends work and I can also reinvest it into an ETF and build compounding interest. Or I will pick the One Invest S&P Infotech Index ETF as well, just to make sure that I have an ETF that is spread out into the global world, the top 500 biggest companies in the Standard & Poor ETF. So those are the three I will consider if I have to invest in 200 Rand into the stock market. I'll So as I said, the first 200 rand, 500 rand is ETF. I will pick one of those. I will pick two of those three, just because of the reason I've given. Number one, the Satrix top 40 ETF. I have all the top 40 biggest companies in the JSE. I would love to have them, and also the Satrix dividends, because it's dividends focused ETF, or the One Invest S&P tech index. I would love to have that one as well. So that's how the first 200 rand will go. The second, in terms of the second, how I'll divide the mind, it's just that the first way I'll put 200 rand into ETF. I talked about why I'm doing that. The second one, I'll take 150 rand and I'll put it into one specific local company in the JSE, right? Because as I said, you are starting up, you only have 500 rand to invest. I would want you to study one specific company in the JSE. Get your research, get your pens, get your Google out, research one specific company in the JSE and pick it and put 150 into it every single month. As time goes on, you can pick another one, or if you get more money, you can put into different companies. But I will pick one and invest into it. For me right now, I'm thinking like Sasol, Capital Bank, which other company? I'm a big fan of PPC Cement. I'll pick PPC Cement. R500. I'll pick one JSE listed company which is local and put my money into it as a way to better understand the JSE, as a way to better understand how companies perform. Because if I 150 every month and put in a specific company, trust me, I will spend my time to understand this company. And the more I understand this company, I now understand more about how local JSE listed companies work, function, and I get to better understand them while I have this one. So in the future, I can go to other different companies. So I will take 150 of my 500 rand, put it into a local JSE listed company that and also at the same time I would keep my eyes open about this company, so reading the news, financial report, industry trends, and get myself informed about this company. And by doing so, by focusing on one specific company, subconsciously you will now build skills on how to better understand all JSE listed companies and how they work. So I'll put 150 into a local JSE listed company. And this is important, guys, because now you understand that the first 100 rand of my 500 rand went to an ETF. And I said I want an ETF that covers a broader market. So the Satrix top 40 ETF, the dividends ETF, I Satrix, the One Invest S&P 500 ETF, and the second one, the second way I'll divide my 500 rand is 150 goes into a JSE local listed company. I said Sasol, Capital Bank, R500, PPC Cement. Pick one that suits your criteria. For me, those are the four I'm thinking about. I'll go with, because I think better understanding those companies and the risks associated with them will open my mind into better understanding the JSE. So we are left with 150 because we took 200 rand, we put on ETF, took 150, put on a JSE listed company. The other 150, put it into an international company for the same reason that you have a local company. Does that make sense? So the last 150 we have in the 500 rand, I will take it and I will put it into a New York stock market list. I want to be specific, a New York market listed company. I want to be specific, New York market listed company. The reason I say New York market, because the New York market is very, very chaotic. It's crazy. Things go up and down like no one's business. And you need that. You need that anxiety. You need that stress, especially when you start investing into shares. You need that stress. You need that anxiety. And I believe putting 150 into a New York stock market listed company, whether it's Tesla, whether it is Coca-Cola, whether it is Microsoft or Neo, whatever company it is in the New York stock market, put 150 into it. This will help you better understand international companies, better understand how they work, because you will be forced to research more about that company. You will be forced to better understand it, and you will spend your time understanding how the company works, how the New York stock company works. You want to put 150 every month into it, and that will make you open your horizon into more companies in the New York stock market, into more companies in other market, Australia, London, European market, whatever. Your mind will be open because of this one specific company. So start with just one, and I believe that will better help you into better understanding the New York stock market. So for me, if I have a 500 rand, that's how I divide it. 200 rand per month will go into an ETF, either the top 40 ETF, the dividends, the static dividends ETF, the S&P 500 ETF. That's the first 100 rand. You pick one of the two. I'll have two ETF. I don't want to have too many. Just have two ETF, 100 rand each. The 150 of the 500 rand will go into one JSE listed company. One. It can be Standard Bank. No, not Standard Bank. No, not Standard Bank. It can be Afrimet. It can be Capitec Bank. It can be PPC Cement. It can be Sasol. Pick one you like. I'm not recommending those ones. I'm just saying pick what you like. The last 150 international. Sorry for that, guys. Sorry for that. The last 150 international. Pick a company that you love international and go with it. And I think, guys, if you do it like that, it will help you better understand investment. And at the same time, it will help you better understand the market, how to research companies, how to understand market trends, and also understand how everything comes together. Because I believe if you divide your money like this and invest, not only will you make profits, not only will your investment be diversified with low risk, at the same time you will see growth in your portfolio, and at the same time you'll be able to upskill yourself in investments and better understand it. So guys, that's it for me in terms of how I will invest 500 rand per month in the local market or the JSE or the New York stock market, as a way to better understand investments and build my investment portfolio. Until next time, guys, I hope you are safe and you're enjoying yourself. And also do remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel or follow the podcast, and also give me feedback, guys. What do you think about the episode? What can be done to improve it? Until next time, guys, happy investing.